Good morning, children. Let us continue with the social science class. So already I have started the previous class. So we have been to location and size. Asia is the largest of the 7 continents. Already you have seen that. India is located in the southern part of Asia. It stretches for about 3,200 kilometers from Jammu and Kashmir in the north to Kanyakumari, that is Tamil Nadu in the south, and 3,000 kilometers from Gujarat in the west to Arunachal Pradesh in the east. All this I have shown you last time. The northern part of India is surrounded by land, whereas the southern part is peninsula, surrounded by the Arabian Sea in the west, the Bay of Bengal in the east, and Indian Ocean in the south. Peninsula means which is surrounded by 3 sides water and 1 side land. Okay. So we will continue. Now, neighboring countries. So which are the neighboring countries of India? Let us see. India shares its boundaries with some countries. These are the neighboring countries of India. Means the next countries to our India is called as the neighboring countries. To the northwest are Afghanistan and Pakistan. So in the northwest. So you know this. There are directions like. So these are the 4 main directions: upwards north, south, east, and west. Isn't it? So that which comes in between this, we call it as the northeast. Between this is southeast, between this southwest, and between this is northwest. So these are the directions. What is said here? They are given. See, to the northwest are Afghanistan. Northwest, you can see this side is Afghanistan and Pakistan. To the north are China and Nepal. North is upwards. To the northeast, right side lies Bhutan and you can see that northeast. And to the east are Myanmar and Bangladesh. So these are the neighboring countries. Just side to India. Across the oceans, India's neighbors are Maldives to the southwest, Sri Lanka to the south, and Indonesia and Thailand to the southeast. Again, you can see the direction there. So across the ocean, if you take the oceans, India's neighbors are Maldives. Where it is? It is to the southwest, this side. And Sri Lanka to the south, that means down, and Indonesia and Thailand to the southeast, to the right side. You can see that. So these are the oceans which are found surrounding India. Coming to political division, India is politically divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. But this may change as the years pass by. Now itself they are saying that it is already 8 union territories, so it goes on changing, and the states also may change. But as per your book, it is India is politically divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. New Delhi is the capital of India. The offices of the central government are based in New Delhi. So central government, so all the offices are where? At New Delhi. Moreover, each state has its own government that takes care of the welfare and progress of the people of its state. Now when we say union territories, it is governed by the central government. President is a main person there, the head. So he will be taking care of the union territories. That means the central government is taking care of union territories, whereas the state government will take care of the states. State government. Main head will be governor. Here the head will be President of India. So New Delhi is the capital of India. The office of the central government is taking care of what? Union territories are based where? At New Delhi. Moreover, each state has its own government that takes care of the welfare and progress of the people of its state. So who is taking care? The state government will take care of the people in the state. So governor will be there and other ministers will be there, like chief minister, home minister, so many ministers will be there. All these people will together, they take care of the state. The offices of the state governments are based in the capital city of the state. Now for example, if you take Karnataka, Bangalore is the capital city of Karnataka. So when you take the governor, you know Vajpayee Wala is present governor, and Yediyurappa is the chief ministers like that. They all take care of the state. The union territories, however, are directly governed by the central government. So I already told you union territories governed by the central government. Out of the 29 states, Rajasthan is the largest state, while Goa is the smallest. Area-wise, when you take area-wise, what happens? Rajasthan is the biggest state, whereas Goa is the smallest state. Now, all the states in India have their own individual culture, dress, language, food, etc. In spite of these differences, all Indians are united by the love they share for your country. So already you know India is nothing but unity in diversity. Means we follow different cultures, different languages, everything, but still we all feel that we are all one. So there are so many different what is that? Culture, dress, language, food, etc. That you can see now. Yes. And the landforms, when you take, India is covered with what? There are so many plateaus. The highlands, you can see plateaus. Desert, there is no water place at all, full of sand. So desert. Then you can see mountain ranges, high peaks. Mountain ranges are there. Then you can see the plains, especially the fields and all the things, plains. So these are the different landforms, hills. Then you know the water spaces, that is island. Island is fully covered with water. Okay, now if you take the people of India, so I said no different dresses, culture, food, etc. Here you can see the dresses. See, Gujarati, Maratha, Tamil, Bengali, Punjab, look at their dresses. They are all different. Parsis, Marwadis, then Christians, Sikh, Muslim, Bhori, Kashmiri. See like this, you see different dresses, isn't it? Okay. So though all things are different, but still people are all one. See now, the culture you can see, the dance forms, everything is different. Assam, see, Punjab, Kerala, then Himachal Pradesh, you can see the food items. Again, some people use rice, especially in Karnataka and we use rice or ragi as main food. And if you go to north side, they use wheat as main food. Like that, it differs. It differs. But still, we are all one. We are Indians. Now, look at the 7 union territories of India. Andaman and Nicobar Islands, the capital is Port Blair. Then Chandigarh, capital is Chandigarh. Dadar and Nagar Haveli, Silvassa. Daman and Diu, Daman. Delhi, Delhi only capital. Lakshadweep, Kavaratti. Then Puducherry or Pondicherry. Pondicherry itself is the capital. So these are the 7 different union territories which is governed by the central government. So you can see the union territories already. We have seen that Chandigarh, Delhi, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Puducherry or Pondicherry, Lakshadweep Island, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and Daman and Diu. So one is added now. Recently one is added, that is Ladakh. As union territory it has been added. So now it is 8. Actually as per your book it is 7. This is recently added. So these are the 29 states. Okay, as you can see here, Andhra Pradesh, capital Hyderabad, Arunachal Pradesh, Itanagar, Assam, Dispur, Bihar, Patna, Chhattisgarh, Raipur, Goa, Panaji, Gujarat, Gandhinagar, Haryana, Chandigarh, Himachal Pradesh, Shimla, Jammu and Kashmir, Srinagar, Jharkhand, Ranchi, Karnataka, Bengaluru, Kerala, Tirunelveli, Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal, Maharashtra, Mumbai, Manipur, Imphal, Meghalaya, Shillong, Mizoram, Aizawl, then Nagaland, Kohima, Orissa, Bhubaneswar, Punjab, Chandigarh, Rajasthan, Jaipur, Sikkim, Gangtok, Tamil Nadu, Chennai, Telangana, Hyderabad. So these are the different states with their capitals. So now you have understood about the political division. Now let us go with the physiographic division. India is a land that possesses a wide variety of landforms. Already you have seen that plateaus, plains, valleys, then mountains and all those things, they are called as the landforms. Landforms are natural features of the earth's surface and include mountains, plateaus, plains, hills, deserts, islands, etc. India can be divided into the following physiographic divisions: the northern mountains, the northern plains, the great Indian desert, the southern plateaus, the coastal plains, the islands. You can see all that here. See, what is this? The northern mountain. This part is called as the northern mountain. You see the northern plains, the great desert here, then the great Indian desert, then southern plateaus. See, this is southern plateaus. Like this, these are the eastern coastal plains, western coastal plains. So these are all the different landforms we see in India. So we'll stop it here, children. We'll continue in the next.